Our two favorite drone stocks are back in play, and we have two more great energy plays for this data AI center build out. So let's talk about it and go make some money. Greetings, and salutations, all my brothers and sisters of the trade. This week is starting out strong. It's looking very good. It's got some two-sided action. Whatever side you're playing, you should be able to get in there and get busy. But what we're here today to talk about is first, our two drone stocks that we absolutely have been playing. We've loved them for a long time. And we said that whenever the SpaceX was going on and Rocket Labs was getting their induction and all that, that drone stocks would cool off for a bit and then kick back up and run through the rest of summer at least. Exactly what is happening right now. And our two favorite ones, UMAC and RCAT, are both at it again. They've dropped way down. UMAC dropped down below that $20 mark. RCAT dropped down below that $10 mark. Golden opportunity. So if you've been paying attention, you've been watching, you see that happen, now's the time. It's a great time to get into these. I'm not saying they're going parabolic from here on out. I'm not saying they're face ripping right now. I'm saying they've stopped their fall. It looks like they've stopped their fall, and we can get in. We can get our puts in there. We can get our put credit spreads, whatever the case is, wherever you like to do, strangles, straddles. Just be careful when playing both sides because they very well could jump. As a matter of fact, they've already jumped. Before I could even get the video out, they're both up 10%. So, but still outstanding opportunities to get in to both of those stocks. And with UMAC is so steeped in the government contracts. The Department of Defense, Army, all of it. They are in there with their drone components. They make a lot of the components that are needed, the engines, the this, the that, but they are in it to win it. Plus, they also have, and this is not a political thing, and we're not political people, but they also have Trump Jr. as one of the major shareholders. So, I mean, that can't be exactly a bad thing for you if you already have government contracts, your father's the president, and you have a huge shareholding in it. UMAC is poised and ready to really be a solid company for a little while for us to run with it. But let's get in it to win it. And RCAT's the same way. RCAT is so good because they have a great thing with providing the robotic hardware and software for the military. So they got the tech side, all of it down. They are in it as well. They just keep getting all these great big contracts from the Department of Defense and the government. So RCAT and UMAC in the drone world are really steeped in there very nicely. I'm not saying they're the only ones. My gosh, there's so many. There's no way we could cover them all. But they're so well steeped in there. They're such a great price. I think right now is a great opportunity. And this certainly isn't financial advice. We're just here talking about stocks and pointing out things and talking about when opportunities may arise. It's just a conversation. I'm not a financial advisor. But there's also something we've been talking about, and that's that data AI center build out and all the opportunities in it. We've been focusing on energy here for the past couple weeks, but really we've been talking about energy here for a long time. Fuel cell was one of the small stocks that we talked about, and fuel cell has just gone absolutely berserk. If you're in fuel cell, be careful. Just watch your, maybe take some profits, watch. It may have a pullback, so you can get in there and take your profits now, hit the pullback, get back in, and you know the routine, just wash, rinse, and repeat. That's what we do. But the two that we're looking at and talking about here today is Enphase. I've talked about Enphase before. We've talked about solar energy being highly speculative, but something just come out that Enphase and solar energy actually provides a huge benefit to the silver that's being used. They use so much less silver to provide the energy that they provide. I mean, that's a long conversation and drawn out explanation, but that's the gist of it. They use so much less silver. Now they've come really into the forefront. And when this news came out, Enphase, boom, popped up really quick. And we want them to get up over that 50, 55 mark. We want them to push that 60 mark before we're really comfortable that they won't drop. They pushed back up. They had their moment in the sun, and it was just a moment. Now it's pulled back down again, not completely down, but once again, solar power is in focus. It may not run the data center, but while the data center is drinking up all this energy, it can run everything else. It can provide solutions for other purposes. And with this silver notion, also gets it a lot more in focus. So just keep an eye on that solar. I mean, First Solar is absolutely the standard of the solar power. They're the big dog on the group. So if you like First Solar, you like the big powerhouse, go ahead and get in them. That's one thing. But if you like a more speculative play, a more lower cost that has a lot more room to run, you might look at Enphase. I mean, just keep watching those solar stocks. They are, again, speculative. So just be careful. And also Texas Instruments. Who had a Texas Instrument calculator? Who had it in there when they were in school? It was the one to have. Solar power, the coolest calculator to have. But what the purpose of Texas Instruments is, why are they having such a good run? They are a legacy company that can provide instantaneous production. They have the company, they have the facilities, they have the material, the manpower, on and on and on and on, even right down to the permits and all those things that they already have in purpose. But Texas Instruments provides such an interesting niche. They are the ones that can push the power distribution. They have chips and regulators, let's call it, so that you don't have huge power surges that can fry a whole row of chips or a whole board of chips. That absolutely would be a great cost, very devastating to the whole thing. But they can regulate power surges. It can help with the cooling, and it's sort of a niche kind of thing, but it's absolutely really necessary. They're online, can do right now, and they're selling. They're in production, and their stock just keeps going up and up and up. But Texas Instruments is a great niche power play that regulates the power. They're not supplying the power, they're just providing the things that regulate the power to prevent these, like I say, huge surges. And for that, it prevents all these meltdowns in the data centers that, well, if it's called a meltdown, obviously it's catastrophic. So they are great, helpful, but they're not a cheap stock. They're up there a little bit. So they are going to keep in. They don't have a lot of competition. They have a very good moat around their stock and what they do for this purpose. So keep an eye on Texas Instruments. Maybe that's something you want to get into. Watch that Enphase. Keep an eye on the solar power. You have two great plays there. We've been given play after play after play. We don't get in all of them. We're just watching which one looks enticing, which one's hot right now. Can we put options on this? We're not talking about buying and selling long-term holdings on stocks. Some of that can be in there. You absolutely can buy long-term. For us, long-term is a year or more for sure. But keep in mind those drone stocks. Those are two great drone stocks. Those are two great energy power plays, and that aren't exactly just the main power source like Constellation. A little something extra for you today, but I had to get them out because all the stocks are running wild. The market's running green. So get back at it. Go trading. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time greatly. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Trading in Your Future.